What's up fam, we're back with this season's 18th patch note, which will be applied for this year's championship. We've got a hell of a lot to cover, so let's get right into it. As usual, starting off with champions of minor changes. Jinx's growth attack speed has increased, Lulu's passive damage will be buffed, Shen and Malphite's passive shield amount will increase. Nara's base AD will increase to 60, J4's passive damage will be buffed. Samira's Q-skill's AD ratio has increased early game, Ahri's E-skill base damage and AP ratio will increase. Ziggs's passive turret damage has been reduced by 50%. Leona's base armor has reduced by 4. Zeri's passive damage and HP ratio have also been nerfed, and Ivern's E-skill's shield amount and slow rate will be nerfed. Miss Fortune's base AD will decrease by 2, Lyssandra's Q-skill's AP ratio will reduce. Corki's Q base damage will be nerfed in late game, and Rel's E-skill's movement speed will also get a late game nerf. Xin Zhao's growth armor and his late game Q skill damage will be buffed, enabling him to take more damage while dealing a stronger blow. The ally's shield amount and Hui's WW combo has been buffed. We might just be able to see Carrier's Hui support in this year's Worlds. Jax gets a buff to his ult, armor increase per champion hit has been buffed and its passive damage will also increase. Jace received some nice buffs with increased low rate on hammer form Q and movement speed increase from acceleration gate. Nasus's E-skill base damage and dot damage have both been nerfed, which rightfully impedes his easy way out early game. Rumble gets an early game base damage and an AP ratio nerf to his flamethrower, and the base damage of his E-skill has also been nerfed. Aurora's ult has been heavily nerfed, its maximum jump distance has been reduced by almost half, and its duration has also been nerfed. Considering her latest performances, well deserved. Azir's ult gets nerfed with its base damage and AP ratio. Would this prevent the unkillable Demon King from picking one of his favorite champions? Guess we'll see about that. Lilia's passive monster max damage has been nerfed once again, and the sleeping duration of her ult is now fixed at 2 seconds. Maokai Sapling's cooldown and duration inside bushes have been reduced. Smolder's Q base damage gets a nerf and its AP ratio has been removed. W base damage has also been nerfed, which weakens his poking capacity. Vi's Q-skill maximum damage buff from patch 14.16 has been rolled back, and the minimum damage has been nerfed as well. Varus's AD ratios on both his Q and E skills get nerfed. Viego gets adjusted, his base AD increases by 3, but the bonus damage to monsters on his Q will be reduced. For systematic changes, turrets now have increased damage reduction for the first 5 minutes. As for item changes, Bloodthirster's lifesteal and shield amount have been nerfed. Immortal's shield bow's shield amount has been buffed, but now only 80% of its shield will be applied to ranged champions. Luden's AP and cost have been buffed but nerfed in cooldown reduction. Shadowflame's AP has decreased, but his magic penetration has increased and his passive activation condition has become easier. Storm Surge now grants more magic penetration but less movement speed, and now the passive only activates when the target's health is below 25%. Fleet Footwork's healing has been buffed, but ranged champions will receive only 60% of the healing, and the movement speed increase will be buffed for melee champs. Okay, I think that's all I got for you today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.